late summer, early fall, the Housing Council plans to hold a housing symposium and to bring together all of the players in the market.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
Really, it's three issues. It's the quality of the housing stock available for prospective buyers in the coming to the area, the quantity of just housing options in general. Often there's a disconnect between the housing needs of residents, where they need smaller homes or 1 to 2 bedroom units versus a lot of the 4-bedroom homes on the market. So just the quantity and alignment of the housing stock as well, and then the affordability or attainability of housing for quality housing in the market. So those are really three main challenges that faces the area today.
Current state, we according to the research, we have an overabundance of 3 and 4 bedroom homes, but they're generally in places where people don't want 3 and 4 bedroom homes. We have an understock of studio 1 and 2 bedroom units. And so we really need to focus on how do we increase the number of studio 1 and 2 bedroom units throughout the Mahoning Valley. And that might entail taking some of those 3 and 4 bedroom homes and turning them into multifamily. But it's also all across the spectrum. So it's senior housing, it's starter homes, it's new construction out in the suburbs, and it's infilling in the city. It's downtown mixed use. So it covers everything because our shortage is across the board.
I think we have a lot of homes on the market. But the quality of those homes may not be what prospective buyers coming into the market is looking for. And so there's a real need to raise the quality of the housing stock in the market. And I think that's what we're doing with some of the renovation programs that are out there, either the facade renovation programs or the programs for landlords to bring their rental units up to housing code. That's a very important thing to make sure that we're providing quality housing to the residents of the valley. So those are two big challenges. Affordability, though, is just something that's touched everybody. It's an everybody challenge with the rising inflation that's just taken more and more of household budgets to go towards groceries and gas and transportation costs, and that's not changing anytime soon, right? That's becoming more challenging. And so as we look to how can we make housing more attainable, we also have challenges with real estate. One of the great things that's going on is real estate prices are going up, right? And that means that more home buyers have more value in their homes as their homes appreciate. But the challenge with that is that property taxes are going up too, making home affordability a challenge there as well. So one of the challenges that we are trying to address is just lowering the cost of housing.
When we started to focus on growing the population so that we can have enough workers, then we were hit with the fact that, well, you can't grow the population because we have a housing shortage.
Right.
So we had to pivot a little bit and start to focus on how do we increase the housing stock. We partnered up with Eastgate. Eastgate commissioned a housing study. It took a year to do the research and come up with a strategy, and we put our council together to focus on how do we generate the investments to execute that strategy. What 717 is doing in terms of forgiving PMI, forgiving closing costs, reducing their interest rates, and making bigger risks on some of their loans, and the support that they're getting from the cities of Youngstown and Warren to do that. That's all part of coming together collaboratively and figuring out how do we solve this problem.
717 is supporting many of the housing initiatives throughout the region, specifically working with the city of Warren and the city of Youngstown on different programs to help facade renovation or landlord redevelopment of housing, to bring the housing and stuff up to code. We're doing a program with the city of Youngstown for new construction as well to provide discounted financing for housing there. But 717 is, I'm working to chair the Housing Council of the Chamber as part of my role on the board of directors there. And what we're really doing is the council is bringing together lenders and financial institutions from across the region, developers, builders, real estate agents, all of the stakeholders within the housing industry in Northeast Ohio. And we're trying to address some of these challenges head on.
It aligns with a lot of the things that we are focused on. So one is growing the population so that we can grow the economy, growing the housing stock so we can grow the population, but it's also aligns well with our efforts to have collaborations drive our community forward. So lots of different organizations coming together to execute this. And now we're having some really good conversations across the state line with organizations in Pennsylvania. Since in Mercer and Lawrence counties, we have the same challenges, the same opportunities, and so we want to work together.
Late summer, early fall, the Housing Council plans to hold a housing symposium and to bring together all of the players in the market. What we're seeing is that there's a lot of interest of developers to develop, and they need to find the right places to put their developments, right? And to bring financial institutions to the table to have the right financing solutions. So basically, one of the things that we're working on is to set the goals, understand how we want to measure success, and then bring all the parties together so that we can lay out these different development ideas and make sure that people are able to connect and make things happen.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.